Hey guys, today we're going to show you how to check the version of MySQL that you have installed. So this is something people have been asking about and searching for, so I just wanted to do a quick video about this. It's not the most exciting video, but it's going to help more than a few people out there. So let's jump right into it. First, let's expand the size of this terminal here. Now, I'm logged into a VM that has MySQL installed on it. I'm running Ubuntu. And it has, let's see. So yeah, I have MySQL Server and MySQL Client installed. Checking the version is pretty easy. You can, there's a couple ways you can do it. There's more than a couple ways you can do it. So first thing, you can say MySQL D-V. And important thing to note is that's a capital V, not a lowercase v. So this is going to give you the binary, the version, and notice this is the actual MySQL version. And this shows like build information, like it was built for Ubuntu version 20.04, x86 and so on, but the actual MySQL version is right here. Now you can also say MySQL -- version. You can spell the word out. Now this is going to be all lowercase, and there you go. Gives you basically the same output, but it's a bit longer, so I wouldn't really prefer that. Now the other thing you could do is the other thing to be aware of is that there's a difference between the MySQL server and the MySQL client. So if you were to run, this is MySQL D, which is the MySQL server. So you could also take the D off of the end, and you're going to get the client. So same parameter and everything, but notice and actually we have the same matching version. It's still 8.0.27. So basically everything is exactly the same. It doesn't give you the actual path for the binary, but you'll notice the binary itself is MySQL, which is the MySQL client, whereas up here it's MySQL D. Now there may be cases where you have unmatching versions for your client and your server, but in this case I don't. It's just worth being aware of what you're querying, just in case you are in a situation where your environment's set up like that, and you want to be absolutely sure you have the right version. Any case, moving along here, also worth mentioning, there's a help parameter. If you ever need help with the MySQL command or MySQL D command, you can just say help. And any case, there's that, just so you're aware. Now there are other ways to check the version. Let's see, the more interesting way, let's actually let's log into MySQL. Alright, now we're at the command prompt. We've actually logged in. We can run SQL commands and stuff here. Now there are 3 commands you could use from within MySQL to actually check the version. So you could also do this programmatically if you like. So you can run the select version. You can use the version function, and this is going to give you the version, same version that we saw before, just a different way to get the same thing. Now you can also select a variable that contains the version. So here we go, and exact same information. We're just using a different command to get the same thing. Now the other thing you could do is say show variables like version. So this is going to give you every variable that has version in it. So you can see the admin TLS version, so the versions of transport layer security that it has, immediate server version, InnoDB version, original server version, protocol, all this excellent stuff that you might be curious about. It gives you tons of details. So if that's the kind of stuff that you find useful, this is one way you could look that information up. Now let's get out of here and back to the command prompt at the bash prompt. Now the other thing we can do is we can say, since we're on Ubuntu, we can say dpackage. We can use the dpackage command. So dpackage-L, and we're going to search for anything that matches MySQL server. So run this, and you'll notice we have a few different packages installed, like MySQL server, MySQL server 5.5, 5.7, 8.0, and any case, you'll notice we have all of these, and these are the versions for the different packages. I believe this is the installed package, but this shows what's available, and any case, that may or may not be useful to you. Moving along here, there are ways, there are commands you could use on Ubuntu, and so I'm using Ubuntu right now, but I'm gonna show you the commands you could use for Red Hat based systems like Fedora or CentOS or RHEL, and also for and also for Arch Linux. So if you want to check the package version on Red Hat, it's going to look like this. I'm not going to run the command because I don't have this tool, but you would say rpm qa and just grep for MySQL. In fact, on Ubuntu, you could say dp package-l grep for MySQL and see anything MySQL related. Let's zoom out a bit so we can see everything on one screen. Whoops, let's zoom out a bit more. So wow, even more. All right. So dpackage, you can run dpackage-l, and instead of matching like we did before, just grep for MySQL. You can see the different versions. So that works for, Debian or Ubuntu or any Debian-based systems. If you're on a Red Hat-based system, you do the same thing, but with the rpm command like this, which I'm not going to run because it won't work because I'm not on a Red Hat system. But just so you're aware of that in case you're running Red Hat. Also, if you're on Arch Linux, you could use the pacman command like this, which won't work for me because I'm not using Arch Linux at the moment. Now, if you're on Windows, I'm not going to show you a package manager command, but the MySQL binary is probably going to look something like this. It's going to be camel case like that, and you use a capital -V, similar to what we did with the MySQL command earlier on Ubuntu. So that's how you would check it on different platforms. Another thing, let's jump back into the MySQL GUI again, or not GUI, sorry, the MySQL CLI. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you is how do you know if I have MySQL Enterprise or MySQL Community. Now, you can say show variables like version, and let's see here. So same command that we used before, and this will show you. Now this would tell you Enterprise if you're using Enterprise, and yeah, basically just observe the banner. It'll tell you which edition you have. Let's see here. Yeah, I believe it's going to tell you inside one of these variables. It should show you. I don't have Enterprise installed right now, so I can't really compare that. So hopefully this is still accurate for that. I may need to do a follow-up video to cover this one detail. But in any case, supposedly this should help you tell the difference between Enterprise and Community. But I would want to compare them side by side. Any case, that is about it. You know what? You can it would probably tell you in the banner when you first log in like this. So it would most likely tell you Enterprise here. But in any case, that's about it for today. So hopefully you found this useful. Might want to give me a thumbs up. If you know something I don't know, leave a comment down below. Any comments, questions, criticisms, whatever you want to say, do leave a comment down below. Now, you might want to hit that subscribe button also. We have a lot more interesting stuff. We do a lot of questions and showing you how to do things like this, but we also have more elaborate, in-depth tutorials and guides about all sorts of things, not just databases, but we do coding, scripting, automation, servers, hardware, software, PC hardware, server hardware, all sorts of great stuff. We're doing 3D printing, electronics, single board computers, Raspberry Pis, a ton of stuff you're just not going to want to miss. So you're going to want to hit that subscribe button and probably hit the little bell icon too, so you don't. Otherwise, YouTube's not going to let you know when we do come out with a new video. So hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell icon, and as always, thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next video.